Yoshioka. El Shamari leads 3-1. And Dennis to break here, tied up at 5.
Made a ball. A lot of collisions on that side rail there. He's got a pocket for the 1, upper top right part of your screen. It does not pass the 7. Not sure he'll take this one on or not. He could overcut the 1 to the rail and then drop it behind the 4 and run the cue ball a couple rails behind the 3-8. It's not a terrible shot. I'd like to stay offensive here, but
it's thin cut on the 1.
Well, it's thin and no guarantee for the shape on the 2. The 3 is very difficult. So I like hitting the left side of the 1 here and running the cue ball, like I said, 2 rails behind the 8. But he's going to go another route. Well, he may be trying to make this. I don't know if that's going to get it there. Man, but surprised at that effort. I mean, it was lock him up if he gets him on the back of the 7, but very dangerous shot though.
Looks like he can come down for the, he can get down here for this 2 ball on the left side with just a little stun. Slide off that rail and get down by the side pocket.
Yeah, and you know, the safety thing side of things, it's hard to get ball in hand against these guys. So you don't put as much risk reward at this level in the safeties as you would at some other levels, lower levels, because they tend to get ball in hand a little more often, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your safety, when you take a risk at a safety, it pays off a little bit. But here, that's why you see a lot of soft safeties, because you want to make sure you're not giving up an offensive shot. Where's he going with this?
Up behind it.
Yeah, and that was all about the 3 ball, I think. He could have drawn down the rail to get to the 2 easily, but he wanted to get underneath the 3 to where he could really manufacture getting on the underneath the 2 to get on the 3 a little easier shot from now.
Well, he's taking a long rail kick and hit it very nice, but he's giving up a shot to the side pocket.
Yeah, and that's the type of thing that's upsetting when you make a bit of a foreign decision on the 1 there, getting on the 2, and it doesn't work out. Give up an easy opportunity and possibly the lead here. So Dennis, you know, his knowledge of the game and hitting so many balls, I think gets the best of him sometimes, George. Like what he did right there, you see how he went and looked?
Mm-hmm.
He does that when he thinks it's needed. And when I see it play his best pull is when he goes and does it almost every shot, just like the rest of the pros do.
Well,
you know?
there is a shot clock, and he's maybe a little concerned about it, but he's played with it enough.
Yeah, it doesn't require a ton of looking.
Okay.
You know, but just, you know, if you already know what you're going to do, you don't have to go look very long.
Right,
it just makes you a little better at the shot is all, you know, so. And it keeps you in line throughout the rack a little better, George. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That way some simple mistake doesn't happen. Love to just get the cut on the 4 here, just past the side, or just near that left side pocket.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Mika's appreciative. He'll take this all day.
Yeah. Kind of a tale of 2 matches between this one and our last. The way the balls have broke overall and some mental errors here. And to me, that wasn't a physical error. That was a mental error. Like,
This is, I guess if you're going to have a kind of a simple rack, this one's it, because he just gets on this 8 ball, stops it for the 8, for the 9 there in position, and cue ball runs naturally towards the 10 for an easy shot on the 10 also.
well, Mika in the driver's seat now, only ahead by 1 game, but he does break in the next. So.
IMONNEN, Hall of Famer, to break to try to get on the hill versus Dennis ORCULLO.
The center of the table.
There it is.
There we go.
2-ball finally. The 3-ball has half a pocket, looks like, past the 7 to the corner pocket.
Yeah.
About the same for the other pocket, too, huh?
I'm wondering if he takes on this 3 by the 7. It's pretty tight to
It is.
me. And
Yeah.
I wonder if he just draws the cue ball straight on the line and trying to come back for the 3 in the side by the 6.
I like that, especially because
Pretty open.
well, he's got to draw it, doesn't he? I was going to say he's got a nice line, but yeah.
So I mean, just draw as much as you can on that straight line and come back. I think that's a correct play. There was a lot of room.
Sure.
As long as you didn't really crush it or lose the cue ball on the side somehow, I thought it was going to be okay.
The way these balls are laying, it could be a dangerous rack for Dennis.
Well, that danger's over. Mika's going to run out here. Got to get on to the next rack. Dennis does, and needs a response. And I'm really shocked he's never gone to the center of the table on the break. But he'll just ease this in. No reason to catch the second rail. No reason to draw it. Just roll your ball. Like that. Over the corner. It may draw a little closer or get a little closer to the 8, but you can see with the 9 over the other corner, really trying to get into the cue ball is the only way to make a big mistake. I liked him moving it back a little bit right there. Now he can play a real natural couple rails at the 9. Oh, he drew it.
Yeah, just lined up pretty straight.
This offers an easy angle to get around to the 10 in the same pocket. One thing about draw, though, which is at this level's different, but we've seen it, is you rarely ever miscue with top English. I'll tell you that. I know it's not something you should factor in, but
there was a time when I was much younger that I used to love to draw that ball, but not anymore.
Or 62, excuse me.
You know, Dennis is breaking and he needs this game. He can't afford to let his opponent take it because he'll go over to the 1 lost side.
Got the ball down, which is first things first. That's what you got to have. I don't know if he's going to get a shot. It's close. I think, he's...
Second time he does this, isn't it?
Well, this one here, you know, but I'd just like to see him take more time doing it. You know what I mean? The last one he got and shot that jump shot quickly, which I thought he had a better option than the jump myself, but he's got options to roll out here if he wants. The 1 doesn't pass the 7. He could roll out to a super tough shot. I think he's a favorite to make this. My fear is the cue ball may come down towards this 5 ball near that corner. That's what I kind of get the feeling of what might happen with this shot. He's trying not to draw it. He's trying to go towards the 10 with cue ball. Yeah. You could see him cueing a little higher on the ball. I'm trying to make sure he didn't draw it into that corner I was talking about.
Right.
Kind of lost his focus on the pocketing the ball.
Well, now everything is completely out of his control and it's on Mika's lap.
Yeah, well, afraid Dennis will be trying to control the next match on the 1 loss side. He's looked pretty good, George. Mika's played well. only one mistake the entire match. Besides balls on the break. Now, he may have to play a 2-4 from where he got there. Because if the 7 wasn't there, he might come 2 rails out with the 2 in the same pocket. And now I kind of feel like, ooh, he's going to be some distance away from this now. This 2 ball could settle on a funny part on that rail after pocketing the 4, George.
Sure. Yeah, it's lined up real nice, but it doesn't mean. Well, he's going to have to hit it. He's going to have to draw a little bit, or stun it, whichever.
Oh.
And there. He's okay. He's okay.
I'm not sure what he thought about that with the draw and hitting it with that much speed. I kind of think he thought that was going to go past that side pocket for the corner a little bit. At that speed
makes
he
sense.
hit it, right?
It does make sense because of the speed he hit it,
yeah. Do you bump the 9 here? Or go by the 9?
Well, you're gambling if you're bumping the 9.
I didn't know he could go by it. That makes a huge difference and makes things much easier. Well, Dennis, who made it to the final 32 of the diamond undefeated, is going to suffer an early loss, it looks like. And MIKA, who didn't make it to the final 32 of the diamond, he made a run on that loser side. He's going to get through this first match, I think. Really got to have a major catastrophe from here. I like just 1 rail up. Yeah, I like that, holding that ankle on the 7. And MIKA, who's been trying to get back, I don't know if he'll ever get to that prime he was in just because it was such a high level, but he's trying to get back into that, being able to win them big tournaments kind of gear. I think this is going to be a good start for his second week here in Vegas in the Predator World 10 ball. We'll be back again at 5
Come on, baby.
Pacific time for another heck of a match. You can hear me with a little bit
Of a fan
of a
base.
come on,
Yeah.